Okay, so let's consider this writing update to my... I'm taking you guys with me on my writing journey for my next book, There Can Only Be One, which is a slasher thriller, very much 80s slasher movie inspired. And I've decided to go the NaNoWriMo route because I am now taking part in NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month. And I am using it to get the first draft done because it's still very early in the draft, but I feel like this is probably the best way for me to push through it. So this is day 2 for me as of recording this. First day, knocked it out of the park. Today I hit the 10K word count mark. Don't know why I said it that slowly, but I did. And I am letting myself relax. And I am using those lovely, lovely Laffy Taffies as little rewards every time I hit the goal for the day, which for me, given how much I had already written prior to NaNoWriMo, since I am continuing to work on my book through this, it's roughly 1,000 words to, if anything, 1,500 words a day, which very doable for me. I can handle that. I can realistically achieve that. Because I tried Nano last year. Don't remember if I still had the videos on here, but I burned out and I gave up within like the first week or so. So it's day 2. Things are going well so far. Fingers crossed they continue to go well. So I'm gonna be honest. I was very worried going into this NaNoWriMo. Mostly because of last year. Because again, I burned out within like the first week. But so far, if I can get this to flip around, hang on. Things are looking good. This is my NaNoWriMo page. That is where I'm at currently. Got 10,470 words. It's looking pretty darn good. I'm fairly proud of myself. And I mean, I did also make a playlist. I actually enjoyed the playlist. I didn't do the Pinterest board because I'm not big on mood boards, but so far, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at as far as my progress is going. Although while I'm doing this, there's also things like the channel I'm working on. I was going to do a FNAF movie video, but the original one ended up being far too long. It wasn't worth it. Also, half the video footage I ended up having to scrap anyway. But also, I might as well just give it time, give people a chance to see the movie, enjoy it. I liked it, but I'm not gonna make a video on it. I've already made a few shorts talking about it. I'm just gonna say it has Killer Clowns from Outer Space vibes, so if you like that kind of movie, awesome. I liked it, but I'm not gonna do a full video on that. And as for the game I'm working on, I will go with Hive Mind. I'm gonna go with that. People seem to like that as an idea. I like it as an idea. I think it will be a very fun, easy first game for me to make, since it is very much a classic choose-your-own-adventure game, very text-based and focused. But as the art nerd in me, I will be making a bunch of art for it as well. And I also have been debating on whether or not to just do a separate channel for that and just come up with a game dev name, kind of, just like my brand. So I will update you guys on that if I do decide to make a separate channel, which honestly would probably be easier, but I mean, for the first half, it's just going to be a lot of story-based stuff, since again, it's a text-based game. It's very much about choices and how that affects the story. So right now, it's very much in the story planning phase. There is some concept art, but not really enough to work with to start making the game. So I figured I might as well update you guys on that while I'm doing a vlog. As for the story I am working on, which is why the Write With Me series is a thing, I'm still on chapter 2. What I have written so far is the majority of chapters 1 and 2, and what will be a part of chapter 5 if it ends up following the chapter outline. Because what I originally had is what will be in chapter 5. That was back when it was originally just going to be like a short story that ended up not going anywhere. And since reworking it, it's going to be a full book, and I have it all planned out. I'm excited for it. I love the idea. I love some of the things I've tweaked and reworked to work. But so far, that's where I'm at. Okie doke. So it is day 3 of NaNoWriMo. I am picking up where I left off last night with the start of the next chapter. I managed to finish up chapter 2, and I am, I think, just over 11,000 words. I mean, granted, I'm currently working on it. You know, I'm on my way to 12,000 words. So I am excited about that. We are on a roll. And right now, chapter 3, I think, is just a setup. Yeah, no, it's sort of like a filler / setup chapter, just to prep for when things start actually going down. So far, things are looking good. I'm excited. And I'm pretty sure everyone in the house is annoyed with my song of choice or music of choice, because even though I do have a playlist that I made for it, like for my book, for Nano, that I do occasionally listen to, I blame Alan Wake 2 because I have been listening to the musical chapter on loop. It's catchy. Okay, so starting off strong, got 307 words in. Third chapter is looking good, and I'm going to take a break for lunch. Granted, it's more of a brunch since it's 11:15, but it feels well earned. So it is later in the night. Let's say it's 6:54. I'm trying not to shake the camera as much because I'm realizing as I edit the video, because I'm posting these to my computer, or sharing them to my computer so I can edit this as I go. And I realize, yeah, no, I mean, I have shaky hands to begin with. I do tend to get the occasional tremor, but yeah, no, when the stabilize feature does very little when it comes to actually correcting it, I'm going to try to hold this still. But it's like, I want to do videos like this for this series, for the Write With Me series, to literally take you guys along with me on my writing journey, but I might occasionally need to put the camera down. That being said, getting back to the update for the day, again, this is day 3 as of recording this portion of the video. I might record tomorrow, might not, I really don't know. I really just want to also get this edited and up on the channel. But as for my goal for the day, I reached my goal of 1,000 words. As for the goal that the Nano website gave me, I'm probably a few words off. Only like, what, 200? Like 200, 300 words off from the goal they gave me. But I'm already ahead of where I should be anyway. So, I think it said if I keep going the way I am, it says and estimates that at the rate you'll be done on November 12th. I highly doubt that, but I appreciate their confidence in me. As for the story I am writing for Nano, my book, There Could Only Be One, my sort of slasher thriller, very inspired by 80s slasher movies that I grew up watching, even though I'm a 90s kid, but I grew up a lot of reruns, and I grew up a major horror fan because when I was a kid, you could find classic horror movies on at all times of year, not just Halloween. But so far, it's going well, but we've had the first tweak to the story, because as I wrote, I may have changed something that was in the chapter outline, so I need to rework part of the chapter plan that I initially had, because initially I was going to have one of the characters working the day after the chapter I'm working on, but I realized while writing, I gave them the weekend off, so they could have like a forced vacation and a girls' night with their friend that they live with, and oh man, I need to rework a lot now. But other than that, it's going well. It is so far relatively how I imagined the story going initially, other than that bit I had to fix. But all in all, I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I know I said I was thinking of recording more tomorrow and adding that to this video, but I don't want this to get too long, because even though I do make longer videos, I know people don't tend to watch it all the way through, and if they do, I appreciate the ones that do. You guys are awesome. But 'tis the nature of YouTube. I know not everyone makes it to the end of the video, but if you have, thank you. I very much appreciate you getting this far. You are appreciated. Links to all of the ways you can support me are in the description below, and I actually have the sample for one of the things on my fourth wall shop, and that is my awesome bucket hat in the denim that says return to writing. Yeah, I like it. I love how I'm looking up here because the screen's up there. I'm not used to filming on my phone, but you know, return to writing, and it's got a little pencil because I thought that was cool. Now, if only they could let you center this a little further down, but yeah, it's what they had for the layout. But you know, this is in my fourth wall shop along with 2 t-shirts. As of recording this, I do also have my Teespring. There's also my Patreon if you want to support me there, as well as my Buy Me a Coffee, where you can get access to my bi-monthly zine. The second zine should be available at the moment, and I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that is, and whichever video that is, because I have a couple in the works that I want to get up, and it's just a matter of which one I end up working on first.